More people with disabilities are picking up sports. They include the visually impaired playing tennis and amputees taking up sailing. Singapore sporting and support groups say more disabled are leading active, meaningful lifestyles. In tonight's Spotlight segment, Leong Wai Kit finds out how this is gaining traction and what plans are in store to boost sporting support for the disabled.
Is to raise more awareness for the people who think that, oh, I don't have hope to do sports. I mean, I'm just saying that, you can.
And she's worked hard to prove that. To complete the triathlon, 42-year-old Wan Wai swam 1.5 kilometers, cycled 40 kilometers, and ran 10 kilometers. Wai has been an active runner since 2012 and picked up swimming in late 2013. She began training seriously for the triathlon in June this year, 2 months before the race. Wai's training includes working out on exercise equipment at home. She also swims and trains with a guide outdoors.
We need guides. Maybe we need to adapt the way we do things, Maybe I can't run as much outside, or I can't cycle as much outside as everybody else, but we still can do it, and I want people to know that actually, if you put your mind to it, why not?
And when she isn't busy training, Wai is honing her skills as a busker.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I don't see, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
It's very amazing because there are things that we normal people do not see what they face. It's very, very tough for them, and they are very strong people. She can even tell me she will try to practice her singing so that people will not give her 20 cents but instead 50 cents. It's something that really touches me.
Wai also found support from the Running Hour group formed in 2009.
Our key activity actually started from running, and probably like 80% or 90% of our activity mainly are just running over weekends, and we run all over Singapore. Okay, we do have some other activities ad hoc, upon request. There are times where we have things like we have dragon boats, we have sound tennis, we have even yogas, or even cycling.
The group started with intellectually challenged runners and went on to include the visually and physically impaired. Volunteers are paired up with the runners to ensure their safety.
I'm going to be trying my hand as a guide. My running buddy here is Wai. Wai, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay, we stop in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right, so let's just we walk out of the, Now, that was one of the most terrifying and most stressful running experiences I've ever had, mainly because I'm responsible for Wai's safety. Now, when I run, I usually lapse into my own world, thinking about things or just idling my mind away, looking at scenery. But today, I'm responsible for Wai's safety and also my safety and the safety of others around us. Now, I have to constantly talk to Wai to tell her where we are going, tug at the shoelace to give her direction of where we are heading. And if there's a potential hump, for example, in front of her, I'll have to preempt her by counting down to tell her, Wai, there's a hump in front of us in 3, 2, 1. Now, many things to go through in our minds as a running guide. So it's not as easy as it seems to be.
And for some sports, special equipment is as important as volunteers.
Soundboard is tennis for the blind. This game is obviously played with special styrofoam balls. So you see here actually, this is a ball that actually makes a sound. So in this styrofoam ball, there's actually a little ping pong ball with beads in it. So every time it rattles, our visually impaired players can actually hear. So how is it played? So typically we need at least 2 bounces of the ball to tell 2 things, speed and direction.
Each ball costs about 20 Sing dollars. In 2011, the game started with only 1 player. Today, there are 15.
Well, as you can see from my very embarrassing performance, it's very few hits, many misses. And really, it's not as easy as I hope it to be. Which is why for those who've grasped the game well, playing sound ball must be a gratifying experience.
So it took about 3 months for me to really be relatively comfortable. And also it makes me thrilled that we are able to play tennis this way, you know, and also thanks to the person who really invented how we can play the ball, and it's added value, and we can also have a game and exercise.
Volunteer groups like Sound Ball and Running Hour complement the effort of the Singapore Disability Sports Council, or SDSC, which has been around for 40 years.
As long as a person has a disability in Singapore, the role of SDSC is to help them participate in sports, to live better, and also to have a quality of life.
The council estimates that 4% of Singapore's population has a disability. Many are categorized as having physical, vision, intellectual or hearing impairment. They are helped by more than 180 organizations, and of these, about 10 provide sporting opportunities to the disabled.
We don't have community-based programs that are inclusive, that a person with a disability can go to a sports community and there is badminton and says, I want to take part in this program. Because at the community level, a lot of program owners are not trained, unsure how they can include the person with a disability. You just have to make certain modifications. The athletes will tell you, get in touch with us, we can help to facilitate that. So to me, that is where we are lacking right now, where our community-based programs are not inclusive enough.
To raise awareness and support for the disabled, the council plans to engage the People's Association, schools and parents. The council also runs regular programs such as sailing at the Changi Sailing Club. It started in 1994 with 1 boat. Today, the council owns 30 boats, which allow disabled athletes to sail freely. One of them is Kirman Muhammad, whose leg was amputated in 2006, 7 months after a motorcycle accident. It took him about 4 years to come to terms with the situation.
After my operation and after I discharged from the hospital, it's really hard for me to overcome this kind, because I was born as a able person and I'm involved in quite numerous kind of sport. So being given that kind of situation is really like down for me.
It can be tough for anyone to start an active lifestyle, let alone the disabled. But these individuals have taken the first step and shown it's possible to break barriers and overcome challenges.